Hello. Sorry for the few minutes delays. Hi Carol, Judy, Sonia, Christine, Donna, Elaine, Beth. Did I remember right? Jessica and Francis. Yeah, I'm okay. There was something weird. I went to get my pain pill in the bedroom, and I noticed that Whisper was standing on the bed looking very intent outside. And then I looked, and there was this burgundy truck parked in front of my house. And I looked left, I looked right. Nothing. So I went outside. There was this guy in the truck. I knocked on the window and I asked, may I help you? The guy was like, oh, I just stopped here to have lunch. He had this little thing there, and I'm like, well, out of the whole street, you stopped in front of my house to have lunch. You don't work here. I don't know you. It makes me uncomfortable to have some guy I don't know parked in front of my house. Oh, but yeah, here is shade. And I looked, I said, shade. You can go in front of a business and park and have your lunch. It makes me very uncomfortable. And he still looked like he didn't want to leave, and I just whipped out my phone and I went and I took a photo of his license plate, and he left. So, yeah. Hi Gail, hi Sharon, hi Laos, hi Cecile, Mam Gustian from UK, hi Deb. So, I'm waiting for it to get a little bit cooler here because it's hot here, ladies, and we are expecting some severe storms this afternoon. So outside it's hot and muggy and horrible. Hi Beth. So as I said yesterday, and I separated my little, let me make sure that I still have the proper, where's the white? There's the white. So 2 whites, 2 blues, 2 lavenders, and 2 pinks. 2 whites, 2 blues, 2 lavenders, and 2 pinks. I'm going to put these along a chain so they would look a little bit like a bunch. And as I was trying to say yesterday, you can definitely use these kind of things, of course without cutting them, if you make one of a kind little fairy dolls. These would do a beautiful job with that. And I'm going to try and find some on other Amazon too. Hi Cindy, hi Karen, hi Grace, hi Lydia. So maybe you can find them in other countries. As I said, there's an issue with the one link. Normally I should have just one link to post, and it should go in any of the Amazon influencer store for all the countries, but right now it doesn't work. So I've been trying real hard to update my other countries' Amazon influencer store. I need some help with the German one, because my German is not the best. I can decipher the recipe on a box, and say hello and thank you and stuff like that, but that's pretty much it. So anyway, now talking about the giveaway, while I'll be starting to work on this. Hi Janine. I kept thinking what to do for the giveaway, and I thought it's going to be it's not really possible to do it on YouTube the way that I am seeing it. And the giveaway itself will be $100 gift certificate to, and I got the wrong. Sorry, just a second. I got the wrong jump rings. well, shoot. Okay, I know I have regular jump rings, but I don't know what I did with them. Might need to get some more. I got the wrong pliers. So the way that I thought of doing it is to get to start a thread on the Kalyana Facebook page, and I'm going to post the link here for people who don't have it. And then let my subscribers and followers post a photo of something that they did following one of my tutorials. And not sure, I was thinking of the post, the reply with the most likes winning, but then I thought, you know what, not everybody has a ton of friends, and this kind of stuff, usually people who have a ton of friends tend to win. So I'm going to simply enter on a little piece of paper everybody's name who posts with the piece they made following one of my tutorials, and we're gonna have an actual drawing. And the only thing that is, so there would be only two requirements. You have to be one of my followers, either here on YouTube or on Facebook. Yes, go sleep. This will be still here when you wake up, Deb. See, that's what bothers me, because I'm afraid that these are so delicate that with a double coil they might get messed up by the time I get them on the chain. I wonder, let me try something, if I cannot actually use the chain itself. Which might be possible. Hi, Ellen. So it will be, as I said, the giveaway itself will be a $100 gift certificate for PolyClay play. And the thing is that if you are in the US, $100 is the minimum required to qualify for free shipping. If you are outside the US, that means you'll only have to pay for the shipping. Okay, no, it doesn't work. I'll have to use the jump rings, double coil jump rings, which sucks. I think I have like 2 or 3 little boxes with regular jump rings, and I put them in a safe place. Always, they are always in a safe place. And of course I always forget what the safe place was. All right, so I see why I most of the time avoid to put pieces of jewelry together, because it's pretty much a pain for my hands. But yeah, I don't suggest you do the double coil. It's easier to do just the regular jump rings. but there we are. And another way to do these is do you know what transparency film for printing is? You can buy, I think I might have them. If I don't, I'm gonna put them in the miscellaneous in the influencer store. There is transparent film that you can actually print on. And initially they only worked on laser printers, but nowadays they work without a problem on regular inkjet. So you can actually, and I'm gonna have to look, because I know I had a file with dragon wings as well, and you can print dragon wings or those. I made quite a few of those back in the day, and you can put resin. At the time the UV resin wasn't that much, so most of the time I would use the Judikins diamond glaze for the wings, or the liquid glass. Okay, so first place the wing, and then very gently I'm gonna use the same ring to put it on the next link. And you don't have to get it all the way through, because once it gets to the end on this side, and you pull it through, and it's just fine. And it's not a big difference. It's not a big difference, especially when you don't put it on the next link, when you put it on the same link. Well, how did I manage to do this? Goodness gracious me. Anyway, I wanted to address something though, as I had somebody who got very, very upset yesterday. And the funny part was that they were upset at Elaine. If you remember, about, I think it was about 6 months ago, something like that, I started moderating the chat, and these two very kind ladies, Judy and Elaine, are volunteering their time to moderate the chat. And that was for the simple reason that it had gotten to the point that for some people, the idea was that the live chat for my live tutorial was some kind of chat room the way that they used to be 10-15 years ago on Yahoo and ICQ and Excite.com and stuff. And you know, just people exchanging all kinds of stuff, like their travel experiences and sometimes even political or religious beliefs and all kinds of things. And the thing is that I do need moderators, because I cannot have my eyes on the chat all the time. I have to have my eyes on what I'm doing here, right? And as many of you know, it can be a full, oh God, a full problem for me, especially when I'm in a lot of pain, to be able to be on from the start to the end for at least an hour to demonstrate the whole tutorial. And this is why I have this sticker up on the top of the screen, because if I start answering all kinds of questions, then I don't have time to finish what I'm trying to show you. This is why I prefer people to send me messages on Facebook or emails, or ask me on Facebook, or just wait until I have that once a month monthly chat, because that's what that monthly chat is for. And with that one, I don't mind when people start chatting and everything, as long as they don't distract too much. And the other issue was that there were a lot of people who thought that it was perfectly okay to start talking about other artists' channels and posting links and stuff. Well, not that I don't want to encourage other artists or the time, but it's rude. It's like going to visit somebody who just prepared a delicious meal for you, and all you can talk about is how the neighbor made a beautiful dinner. As I said, I don't mind, and a lot of times I do recommend other artists. You know that I'm trying to encourage, and so many times I extended a hand to newer artists to give them a few pointers on how to develop their channel and how to do easy marketing without having to pay money and all that. But it's just plain rude. And that person got very, very upset and for some reason, I guess because Elaine told her, because when she got out of the 300-second 5 minutes moderation, she was like, I don't know, what did I do? What did I do? And Elaine said, message me in private and I will explain to you. And for some reason, she thought that it was Elaine. No, it was me, actually, because I saw that. And funny part is that they could send me a message to complain, but they could not send me a message to ask their question. And when it's about short questions that don't take a lot of time, of course I will answer. But when the same person keeps asking the same and keeps droning on the same thing that doesn't really have any kind of connection with what I'm showing and demonstrating, I'm not gonna stop the whole live to explain why it's not a good thing. And you know very well that I am not like some other artists who will not answer your questions unless you're a sponsor or a patron, or who do not ask questions because they have the money-driven chat and they will not answer your questions until you pay. As I said from the beginning, from when I started this channel, I am not going to monetize, and I am answering every single question somebody asks, without a problem. It takes me time, but I opened this channel no, and it wasn't only that, but it wasn't really something to develop during that. Okay, so now you can see how it builds up as your, and it's going to build up a nice gradient also because of the different colors that keep going on and on and on. I think it goes faster if I do first the chain and then the wing. Let's see. And I'm trying to work a little bit on the garden too. Good night, Cecile. It's not like there's a lot of stuff that I'm doing here now. As I was saying yesterday, the Judikins diamond glaze, if you don't have UV resin, if you don't have a UV lamp, the Judikins diamond glaze does a great job to make this kind of things. I would actually think that maybe even mean wax or another varnish would be just fine, as long as you use 2 or 3 layers. But considering that this is polyester gauze, I really would not advise anybody to try and put it in an oven or use a heat gun. I was worried, and I tested it before, I was worried that even the heat from the UV resin curing, you know, from the UV lamp, might damage the gaze. I'm trying not to break them. As I said, it's much easier to work with regular. I usually like to work with the double coil in the jewelry itself because it provides more sturdiness. And then the simple coil. And I said it seems to be easier to put first the chain, the jump ring on the chain and then on the wing, and then I went ahead and I put it first on the wing. Well, there we go. I got it. Just put it on the, okay, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that was the main reason why I opened this channel, to encourage especially beginners, but not only that. I do have some affiliate links on the side that help with buying materials, and that I have a sponsor program on the side, but I don't want to put advertising. What? I let you out. I've let you out. You don't want to out now. Hold on. I'm sorry. Just a second. Whisper wants something. Problem. Get in bed. Get in bed. Get in bed. Seamus had taken his spot. That was the problem. And I'm gonna do only one ring, so I don't hold you up for another half an hour probably that would take me to do the other one. But just to see how, for you to see how it comes out. Okay. So make sure that you always put the next one on the next link. Not to, unless you want to make it even more ruffled. Yes, you find them in the jewelry tools, and they are not expensive at all. If you go on my influencer store and you go in the jewelry tools, you'll find it. It's a very handy thing. Okay, 3. And yes, I still worked in the garden and I didn't have time to. And thank you. Okay, now let's get the little wings on. Now it depends on how long you want to make these. As I said, probably the long earrings will be in fashion for ladies who are online a lot, video chatting or doing lives or something. And for the mask, there would be most likely the low. Okay, this one is too long. That's why I'm having issues. So for ladies who go out of the house and they will be wearing masks, face masks, they will need short, not the chandelier or shoulder huggers, but the plain one. And as I said, I do see the, hi Galen, I do see the ear wraps making a huge comeback, and not only making a huge comeback, but also being somehow adapted to attach the face masks. That is for sure. And I'm still working on a design to use polymer clay to make a mask. Okay, this one is giving me real trouble. There we go. And of course, for the top, you can use one of those. Hi, Carol. Goodbye. You can get these directly on the ear wire, but you can also do a double loop with a bead. We are finishing the dragonfly wing earrings from yesterday, because yesterday I just had a horrible pain starting and I could barely move. I guess it was the precursor of this coming storm. But yeah, where I am, I'm right on the edge of the possible tornadoes thing, but we're gonna definitely have some hail. This is going to be a weird storm pattern for sure. Because the cold front comes from the southwest and it goes like this, like a little wedgie thing towards the center of Oklahoma where I live. this one first. No, they're all kind of long. I didn't want to have to let go. I still have to let go. Well, remember, you cannot have this area from the hole to the top too long because it's gonna be a pain to put in the ring. Yes, and Finnegan Wednesday is going to have his little fuzzy balls chopped off. And I think it's so darn funny because he's so fuzzy and his little balls look like he's got a pom-pom here and there. It's really hilarious. But they're gonna have some issues trimming his balls. Poor baby. Okay, what did I do with my... Because I had some... The earrings from the ear... Oh, there they are. Okay, and these, as I said, they come with a pair of ear wires, so you can use for at least one pair of earrings. Now, as I said, you can make a pendant with this as well. You just follow the same thing, but I think that as earrings they look prettier. There we go. Of course I dropped one on the floor. It was impossible not to. So see how they come in double and I cut them in the middle. So I'm using one set of each color. There are 4 colors and I'm using one set of each color per earring, and it's the white, the blue, the lavender that went somewhere, the other one, the lavender, and the pink. I think I dropped it. I'll have to look for it. Okay, so now I got here, and I'm not going to put any kind of bead or anything. I'm going to simply cut one up. So this is my last one with the jump ring. I'm gonna leave one intact, and then I'm gonna cut this one to separate. And then simply now remember, never open like this, always open to the side. Then close it back, and there we go. I'm going to put it on so you can see how it looks like. And I'm gonna extend my face so you can see better. Let me get this other one, because it's a better. And so you can see all the pretty. I think that it looks really pretty. And of course I would wear it with a deeper neckline, but I think that it looks cool. So look at the Facebook. Let me put again the Facebook link. I will be posting the giveaway, and please don't forget to post, to reply with a piece of jewelry or decor, whatever that you, or slice a cane or whatever that you made using one of my tutorials. And also I hope that it's going to help you, because I know that there's starting to be a little bit of supply chain issues with the clay and everything, and the giveaway is $100 worth gift certificate from PolyClay Play, that if you are in the US qualifies you, because Trish has a minimum $100 purchase for free shipping. But if you are outside the US, you can still use it, but you'll have to pay the shipping. And you can get a whole bunch of stuff. Talking of which, I hope to be able to post this afternoon. If not, it's gonna be tomorrow morning. There's another resin tutorial that I'll be posting. But generally speaking, if you go to my website, you can follow the what the heck did I do here? You can follow my affiliate link, and it's on the right top of the page with PolyClay Play, and you can see that right now Trish, you don't have to make sure, because I know my tutorials, even if they are pretty much like 700 out right now, I know exactly what is the tutorial. You can mention it. I need to go back and put some numbers, but you just need to mention the number. That's not a big deal. But believe me, I will recognize which tutorial you have used. And as I was saying, Trish right now carries the Chinese UV resin, and she carries it in the 100 grams, and it's about $1 less than on Amazon. And she also has a specific resin mold that I asked her to buy. I asked her if she could find it to sell it, and she has it. So that's going to be, as I said, another resin that's a little bit more unusual, and I'm sure that you will love making something with it. Also, it's going to be a pendant or earrings. But as I said, not yesterday, Saturday, we kind of need to think a little bit to start rethinking what we are making if we want to sell, because the fashion industry is going to take a hit, and the things that were working and were selling 3-4 months ago are not going to be selling well for a long time, maybe forever, because the way that our civilization has been functioning, it's going to be turned around horribly. Okay, this was not a good idea. Why did I do that? I have no idea. But anyway, you can find this. As I said, I'm going to try and find them on the other Amazons and they are gauze. They are listed as butterfly rings. You can make them look like butterflies, honestly, if you just take a marker and put on a piece of paper, put this on a piece of paper and just color it with a marker, so you have a colorful butterfly wing instead of one looking like a dragonfly wing here. And again, as I said, this can be used beautifully to make fairy wings if you make one of a kind fairy babies and little dolls. So I shall see you all Sunday most likely, and hopefully I'll be putting up a separate tutorial real soon. Thank you so much for being here, and don't forget to head on to Facebook here in about half an hour so we can start the giveaway. And thank you for being here with me. Have a wonderful week. Goodbye.